Hi, do you know how to balance the following redox reaction in a basic medium? No? No worries, join my class. Hi everyone, today we are going to explain how to balance redox reaction in a basic medium. Please don't forget to answer the questions at the end of the video and put your answer in the comments section below, and if you have any question that you couldn't solve, please put it in the comments section below, and thank you. These are the steps that we're going to follow while we are trying to balance a redox reaction in a basic medium. My advice for you is to watch my previous video about how to balance a redox reaction in an acidic medium. I will keep a link for it in the description, and you will notice that they are the same steps that we followed with the acidic medium, except for the last step, which is how to add hydroxide ions to balance the hydronium ions, and then we cancel the spectator water molecules. And as I did with my previous video, I will keep the steps displayed on the screen while I'm practicing balancing redox reaction in a basic medium. Since we don't have a spectator ion, we will move directly to the second step, which is how to assign the oxidation number. And if you need more help in that, you're going to find a link in the description showing you how to find the oxidation number in details. So the oxidation number for silver is 0, for oxygen is -2, we do the math, then we can find that the oxidation number for nitrogen is +5, on the other side +1 since it's an ion, -2 for the oxygen, +2 for the nitrogen. And now we have to split this reaction into two half reactions. It's obvious that here we have silver changing to silver ion, and nitrate it's changing to nitrogen oxide. For step 3, which is balancing atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen, as we can see, nitrogen atoms are balanced and silver atoms are balanced in both half reactions. Let's go to step 4, which is balancing the oxygen atoms. In the above half reaction, we can see that we have 3 oxygen atoms to the left and 1 to the right. So we should add 2 water molecules to the right side to balance the oxygen atoms. While for the other half reaction, there is no oxygen, so nothing to worry about. In step 5, you have to be very careful. We have to balance the hydrogen atoms by adding hydronium ions and also by adding the same number to water molecules. In the above half reaction, we can see that we have 4 hydrogen atoms to the right, so we should add 4 hydronium ions to the left, and the same number should be added to the water molecules, so we have 6 water molecules to the right. In the other half reaction, there is no hydrogen, so also nothing to worry about. Now for us to do step 6, which is balance the overall charge, we have to add electrons, and as I told you before, that we have to add the electrons to the proper side of the equation so that we can make both sides of the reaction having the same charge. And as you can see in the above half reaction, we can see that we have a total of +3 charge to the left while we have 0 to the right. To balance the charge on both sides, we should add 3 electrons to the left side, so now both sides they will have a 0 charge. While on the other half reaction, we can see that we have 0 to the left and we have +1 to the right. So to balance the charge, we should add 1 electron to the right side, and now both sides they will have the same charge. In the 7th step, we should make the electrons on both half reactions are equal. So we should multiply the second one by 3, and then we move to step 8, where we have to combine the two half reactions by writing all the reactants and all the products, and if we get anything in common between the reactants and the products, we should cancel that thing. And as you can see, the only thing which is common between the reactants and the product is the 3 electrons, so we cancel them, and then we write the overall redox reaction. And if we stop at this point, as if we did the balancing in an acidic medium. But how to balance in a basic medium, look at the last step, which is the most important part in this video. So always when we want to balance a redox reaction in a basic medium, we follow all the steps like as if we are doing it in an acidic medium, and then we add the last step, which is we count how many hydronium ions do we have, and we add the same number of hydroxide ions to both sides of this reaction. As you can see here, we have 4 hydronium ions, so we should add 4 hydroxide ions to both sides of the reaction. By adding hydroxide ion to a hydronium ion, we are getting water molecules, and then we should cancel the spectator water molecules, which are the water molecules that are in common between the reactants and the products. One thing that you should keep in mind, that when we add a hydroxide ion to a hydronium ion, we get 2 water molecules. So here, if we have 4 hydronium ions are added to 4 hydroxide ions, we are going to get 8 molecules of water. And now, as you can see, we have water molecules on both sides of the reaction, so we should cancel the water molecules from the product side, and then we verify that we have all the atoms are balanced, with the charge also is balanced on both sides of the reaction. As you can see, we have 1 nitrogen atom to the left, 1 nitrogen to the right, we have 4 oxygen to the left, we have 4 oxygen to the right, 4 hydrogens to the left and also 4 hydrogens to the right, 3 silver to the left and 3 silvers to the right. The charge on the left is negative and the charge on the right also -1, and now this redox reaction is balanced in a basic medium. To summarize what we have learned in this video, these are the steps that you should follow while we are trying to balance a redox reaction in a basic medium. They are the same like what we did in the acidic medium, except for the last one. So to start balancing a redox reaction in a basic medium, the first thing we should do is to split the reaction into half reactions. Then we balance the atoms that are other than oxygen and hydrogen. Then we balance the oxygen atoms by adding water molecules. We balance the hydrogen atoms by adding hydronium ions. Then we add the electrons to balance the charge on both sides of the half reactions. Then we make the electrons equal in both half reactions. We combine them, and then when we have the balanced redox reaction in acidic medium, we add hydroxide ions to balance the hydronium ions, and then we cancel the water molecules which are in common in between the products and the reactants. And now we are ready to start solving the end of video questions. Good luck and see you in the other videos. Now it's your turn to answer. Pause the video, copy the questions, answer them, put your answer in the comment section below. Thank you.